Okay, live. Again, Tim Ryan, live on Facebook. It's 8 o'clock. Like I said, I'd be here. Those of you who have seen me do this before, you know that I frequently have a topic, but I just kind of randomly go with my thoughts. And tonight's really not going to be very different. But what the topic I wanted to talk about is something that struck me today as somebody was chatting about one thing, and then they brought something to my attention about service to others. And I started to think about what that means. Like what does that mean, service to others? And what struck me is that a friend of mine from high school, was telling me that I am in service to others. And I was, really humbled by that. But let me just bring this whole thing around about to you. So, like, when I start to think about the phrase somebody being in service to others, I think of, the clergy. I think of a priest or a rabbi. I think of a pastor. Like, they are really, in service to others. Like, right? Don't they dedicate their whole lives to serving their community or serving their congregation? Like that to me is service to others. But then I kept thinking a little bit further, and I said, well, you know, policemen, firemen, EMTs, I know they get paid. I know it's their job, but that's a choice to serve others. Like that's what they do for a living is serve others. I said, man, that really is to me, that's service to others. And I kept thinking about it. Well, there's got to be a lot of other people that are in service to others. And of course, I realized the military. Oh my God, even more than firemen and policemen, these people are really putting their lives on the line and serving others and to our entire country. They serve our entire country. And then when I sort of think about that, right? So serving our country, and I know this is not really a good example, but in theory at least, politicians are in service to others, right? If they seek to be elected and represent us, you'd hope that they are indeed in service to others. Hey, I see a bunch of people here. Great. Hey, how you guys doing? Rob, Lisa, Mr. Gottlieb. I can't call you by first name. Sorry, you're still Mr. Gottlieb to me. And Mark and Donna, great to see you guys. So anyway, so in service to others, I think about the military, and then to a strange degree, politicians. But then there too, what about teachers? And what about nurses? Like, aren't these people, these are the people to me that are in service to others. But then here I was today, and somebody's telling me that I'm in service to others. And they're making reference to, our nutritional program and how we help people. And I started to think, well, that's not really in service to others. But I was at least excited that somebody thought that. And I said, well, Leanne and I are pretty active at our church, and we volunteer every single summer for our family festival. We run one of the booths, and we get all the volunteers who the volunteers are in service to others, right? We do wedding rehearsals. We're in the wedding rehearsal ministry, so not every time, frequently when there's weddings, we run the rehearsals for these people and help them prepare for their wedding day so they're a little bit less nervous. That's service. Okay, I'll give you that, and we do that regularly. We help at church. We help the RCIA, which is the rite of Christian initiation for adults. Like we do all that kind of stuff. So we are in service to others at our church. Okay, I'll give you that. And I kept thinking about it because now when somebody says they thank you for being in service to others, you want to really think about, well, how else am I in service to others? Because it's a good thing. It's a great thing that somebody thinks that. And I thought about, I got invited a few years ago to help the 9/11 Walk of Remembrance here in New York City. And that's a big deal, right? To me, the 9/11 Walk of Remembrance is a big deal. It's not even a not-for-profit. It's not even like it's not even a thing. It's a walk so that we remember those that lost their lives. It's specifically for the firemen and the policemen, and it's in memory of Father Michael Judge, who was victim 0001. He was the first official victim um, on 9/11. So every year, Detective Stephen McDonald had started this walk in 2002, and every year, the Sunday before 9/11, they did this walk, and now I do this walk, and I got very involved with them, and I really, really have a deep appreciation for it. And just look it up, 9/11 Walk of Remembrance.org or .com. I think we have both of them. But I participate in that. It's a thing. I'm in service to literally hundreds, if not 1,000 people every year. That the group that I help, we're in service to them. Um, and I guess even just participating in the Detective Stephen McDonald men's prayer group. These are all things where you help and you help other people and you're in service. But what struck me is that the person who said this to me was referring to the Transfiguration Project. He was referring to our nutrition program. And I was so struck by that. So struck by that. Can you, by helping people get better food or better nutrition, be in service to them? And then it started to strike me. See, in my wedding business, right? So in my wedding business, which I've been doing for 30 years, I know for a fact, I know that everything I do in my wedding business affects people in the future. I know that it will put smiles on people's faces in the future. I know that people who do not exist yet will thank God I did what I did on that wedding day. Like, I know that. That, to me, I know that I'm of service to the community. I'm of service to people. I'm of service to society. And it's not just the couple that I'm actually doing this event for. I know that there's people in the future who will be so grateful that I worked so hard on it, that I spent so much time on it, that I thought about this event, whether it's their wedding album or a wedding movie, whatever it is that we're working on for that particular couple. I know that in the future it'll be so there'll be such gratitude that it exists, and I was part of that. That's service. I will admit. Now I get paid to do that. It's my career. It's what I do. But it is of service, and I more than the couple, I know how deeply appreciated that's going to be in the future. But with the nutrition, this is where it got really interesting for me. I just did it because I had to. I did it because I was sick. I did it because I had to change. Uh, it was an emergency. It was urgent that I did this. Leanne did it because I had to, and she wanted to feel better, plain and simple. Little did I know, little did either of us know, 6 months later, people would be saying, "What are you guys doing? I want in. What is that? What are you doing?" And we helped them. We were, in fact, of service to them because now it's a year later and these people are healthier. They feel good. And that makes me smile. And I don't have to wait decades for, a couple's children or grandchildren to be watching their wedding movie or looking at their album. They're affected now. The day you start taking in good nutrition, your life changes. The day you do it, your life changes. And if I play a part in that, I guess it's true. I'm of service to people, to society. Well, I got to really started thinking about it because the guy who wrote to me, has diabetes issues. He has cholesterol issues. He really needs help. Really needs help. So as his life is changing, and he continually thanks me for this, like I don't think of it in that way. I just think of it as cool, cool. And I'm not doing it because I'm seeking thanks. I'm doing it because it worked for me. And wouldn't it be really um, selfish of me to keep it a secret? Like, isn't that crazy? You can't do that. If you know something is great, how could you keep it a secret? So of course, when a friend needs help, of course I'm going to help him. Of course. So it's just that weird line in life. Where is the line between you do what you do because you're helping a buddy, and are you actually in service to society, in service to community? Are you helping society? Well, my wedding business has been going for so long, and I love my wedding business. Um, and I still have this deep appreciation for what I do today and what it's going to mean in decades to come. But the nutrition is becoming a thing for Leanne and I. It's becoming part of our day, helping people and coaching people and encouraging people and teaching people and training people, encouraging people is becoming a thing. The real deal. That's why it's called the Transfiguration Project. We had to give it a name because it was a real thing. Um, and I guess in reality, we are in service to others. And that is a beautiful thing. And I feel pretty damn good about that. And I would not have said that 2 years ago. I wouldn't have even thought that 2 years ago. But I do think that today. So my inspiration was somebody thanking me for being in service to others. And I kind of thought that I just scratched my head about that. I thought that was just the funniest thing to hear. But I am, and it is taking up more and more and more of my day. And I don't mind it. I like it. I like it. I like because it is helping people the same way it helped me. Leanne and I are helping other people, and it is a really, really good thing. So, hey, Chip, what's up? John, Joe, hey, how you guys doing? Good to see you guys here. So, yeah, so wedding business 30 years, I know exactly what my service is. I know exactly what I'm doing for society and for the community and people in the future. I know, and but I'm tossing. I'm struggling with how I help people with nutrition, but I really recognize it that it is a great thing and it has immediate effect. That is cool because I take your wedding pictures today. I make your wedding video today. You like it, but you don't really appreciate it for decades. And in fact, the people who aren't here yet, people you haven't met yet, they're the ones who'll appreciate it in the future. And I recognize that, but with nutrition, I help people today, whether they're overweight or low on energy or they're not aging well, or they're athletes. I mean, we can help people that are athletes. I'm not an athlete, so I have to help. I have to learn how to help people who are athletes. But it's all there. It's all part of it. Good nutrition helps all people, and it affects them today. So I'm wrapping it up there. I'm wrapping it up with I don't want to mention names, but I'm really really grateful to the person who thanked me today for helping servicing society by helping people with their nutrition. That's a great great thing. And for those listen, and for those of you who have joined us on our health journey and our nutrition journey, I encourage you to do the same because it's maybe it's taken this long for me to figure it out. Maybe it's taken me going on 2 years for me to really figure out the benefits of it, why it's so important, why it's so good. But if you're already doing it, don't wait as long as I did. You are in service to others. You are helping other people. Don't keep your health journey a secret. Whether you think your journey is done or your journey is underway, it doesn't matter. If you have benefit, if you have a secret, don't keep it a secret. Share it. Share it with people. Help people. They need help. Everybody needs help. And if you recognize it, don't hold back. That's all I'm saying. Don't hold back. So yeah, thanks to everybody for the people who made those comments to me today. I'm grateful. Um, I love my wedding business. Love my wedding business. But you have to wait for those benefits. For what I do I'm creating memories. I see my buddy David Beam, one of the master floral decorators on the planet. You know, when he creates his magic, it's seen immediately. It's appreciated immediately. That is awesome. Mine is not. When you create memories, it's not valued until it's a memory. Until it's a memory, which takes a long time. Nutrition, that's where it's a little bit different. This new world that I'm in, it benefits you today, immediately. The minute you start ingesting good nutrition, your life will change. All right, that's it. I've been on too long. I appreciate. Thanks. I've so many of you guys on here tonight. It's great. I'm so glad to see that. And those of you guys who are watching this at a later date, comment away, but don't keep it a secret. Love you all. Peace out.